Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are San Diego.
October has arrived, presenting another Chamber of Commerce San Diego Day. It's the season home finale, the Brewers and the Padres. Veteran right-hander Ian Kennedy with his 31st start of the season today. It may be his last as a Padre. He seeks his 9th win of the year against the Milwaukee Brewers. And good afternoon, everyone. With Mark Grant, Dick Enberg, we're pleased you're with us. You've been with us all the way, and here we are at the end of the home season. 3 more in Los Angeles. It did fly by fast after all.
It most certainly does, and it's almost like the end of summer camp. It's time to say goodbye to everybody, but before you know it, we'll be back in Peoria, Arizona, and teeing up another season of Padre baseball.
And another big league ball game to enjoy today. And we're going to talk about Petco Park. Now, this beautiful facility is 12 years old, and it's been a home run haven this year.
Yeah, so when you talk about rankings here at Petco Park, the all-time ranks, runs per game, 3.9. That ranks 4th since Petco Park has been open. Hey, the batting average, 3rd, right? How about the home runs? We're talking offense here. Boy, what a difference it would make if the Padres had one of those banner years from the pitching end, because offensively, this looks like it could be in the chase with a lot of teams in contention if the pitching was there. The ERA above 4. Hey, there's always a good chance when you have power like that next year in the lineup that it comes to fruition again, and earlier in the season, to where the pitching can take over and take you deep into the season and then hopefully into the playoffs.
Kind of a reverse of last year. Pitching last year, not many runs scored. This year, they've already scored 181 more runs than a season ago, but the ERA is almost up a full point, a full run. And we're going to look at this season, many memories. We go all the way back to April 6th, and Chris Button is going to chronicle the San Diego Padres season of 2015 when we come back.
Ground ball is short. Amarista backs up, goes face, a double play! Going back, and it's gone! A grand slam for Derek Norris! Makes a one-handed catch! Fly ball to deep left, and Amarista has given the Padres another walk-off win.
There have certainly been some exciting moments at Petco Park as we welcome you into San Diego for this 81st and final home game here for the Padres. It's been a fun season, and today in the clubhouse was a little different as they are all packing up and taping up their things to send back to their hometowns. I talked to a few of the guys of when they walk out today, some of the memories that they'll think about from this 2015 season.
We had a lot of expectations coming in the spring, and hopes that at least at this point we were still playing for something and possibly maybe even already in the playoffs. So I think there's a lot of disappointment in the locker room, and hopefully whatever happens in the offseason and whatever pieces are back next year, it goes differently.
The group of guys in this clubhouse and the talent that we have in here, it was a great experience for me. Always coming in here, always enjoyed playing at this park and coming into this, into this city. And to be here and to get to spend a full season here it's been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed it.
And obviously, we're not in the position that we hope to be in, but I think there's a lot of positive things to take from it, and I think kind of now starting to get ready for next year.
So who knows what those pieces will look like next year, but today the pieces that are here have one more time to send these Padres fans into the offseason with a win, and perhaps Ian Kennedy's last time as a Padre on the mound. First pitch from the home finale coming up when we return.
Baseball brought to you by Petco. What we feed them matters. And by Sony Action Cam. Prove yourself. Well, the flyover just before game time. The Blue Angels in formation right into home plate. Oh my. How magnificent is that?
Beautiful.
All six we've had flyovers, maybe 4 Blue Angels, but the entire squadron of 6. Fantastic.
Talk about precision and teamwork right there. Wow.
Yeah, there's no room for error, and they don't. And let's hope there are no errors on the field today, that we have a nice clean game to close out this home schedule. And here's the batting lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers, brought to you by Hyundai. Scooter Gennett will lead it off, then Hernan Perez, Jason Rogers. This is a lineup that you might see in spring training as Greg Counsell giving his reserves a chance. Chris Davis has been hitting cleanup in the series. Then Domingo Santana, and then the rest of the lineup: Maldonado, Reed, Rivera, and Youngman against Ian Kennedy.
And the scouting report for Ian Kennedy is brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Off-speed pitches for strikes. We know that Ian Kennedy can do that. And he likes to pitch up the ladder. Remember that fastball. He'll get some strikeouts up around the chin, up around the neck area when he's got 2 strikes on these hitters.
Well, at Wrigley Field, you look out, and is the wind blowing in or out? And if it's blowing in, you want to pitch. Here, you want to pitch at 3:30 in the afternoon with those shadows. It's going to be tough on the hitters. As we're underway, and the first pitch from Kennedy in for a strike. Our temperature on another ideal San Diego day is 78 degrees. Pleased you're with us. Padres will close out the season where they opened this year in L.A. Line drive center field, and Scooter Gennett greets Kennedy with a solid single. Here's the Padres defense today, brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. Myers in left, Upton Jr. in center, and Jankowski in right. Jerko and Spangenberg, the double play combination, with Solarte and Wallace at the corners, and Norris behind the plate for Kennedy. No Matt Kemp, no Justin Upton in the lineup today, nor the top hitter, Yonder Alonso, who's been on the shelf on a 60-day DL for the Padres. And for Milwaukee, no Brian Braun, Jonathan Lucroy, no Adam Lind, nor Gene Segura. So some of the backups getting a chance to perform on this afternoon. Perez had a couple of hits last night.
It's an audition Thursday.
There you go.
For the Milwaukee Brewers.
Perez actually had 3 hits and 4 at bats and knocked in a couple of runs with one of his singles.
Well, Dick, you mentioned the shadows, which play a part. Take a look at the umpires this afternoon.
Carlos Torres behind the plate, Laz Diaz, Jeff Nelson, the crew chief, and Corey Blazer on the bases.
And if a pitcher can spot his fastball, locate the fastball with the utilization of those shadows coming into play, hey, use it to your advantage. No use of messing around. Go right after him.
And a weak swing there, and changeup by Perez. Padres 38-42, their home record this year. They finished last season with 77 wins, 85 losses. They need to win their last 4 games, which is makeable, to match the record of 2014. We'll see how the Dodgers set up their pitching rotation. The first indication was that both Greinke and Kershaw would pitch on the weekend. That may be unlikely with the playoffs upcoming. Way outside. 2-2 to Perez. Yeah, the Brewers have won 5 straight over the Padres. The last 3 of a 4-game series in Milwaukee, and taking the first 2 here at Petco for 3 and 5-0 last night.
Yeah, with the new GM, Craig Counsell, all eyes are on the talent of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Could be 2. A hot shot to second. Spangenberg, Jerko, Wallace, double play. Made to order on 1 wicked hop. Spangenberg hanging in there and turning 2.
Dick, we saw Andrew Cashner give up 9 hits last night. He gave up about 6-8 hoppers. He gave up about 3 bleeders for hits. Well, this one is squared up, a 1 hopper, and what do you know? Right into the glove. Spangenberg, Jerko, Wallace, thank you very much.
Another nail into that that's baseball coffee. Jason Rogers, first baseman, hitting .306 on the season. Had 147 at bats.
I think if Ian Kennedy really spots his pitches and pitches against this Milwaukee Brewer team, who are names that are really not familiar with, he shouldn't have really that much of a problem. I think advantage would be Kennedy.
And down goes Rogers swinging, and that's it for the Brewers in the first inning. Padres will lead it off with Will Myers, bottom half first inning. Lineup brought to you by Toyota. After Myers, Spangenberg, and Solarte, Jed Jerko hits cleanup with both Kemp and Upton out of the lineup. Brett Wallace bats fifth. Melvin Upton Jr., the only Padre that bothered young Zach Davies last night, as he had a couple of hits and a walk. Then Derek Norris, Ian Kennedy bats eighth, and Travis Jankowski ninth.
And for 25-year-old Taylor Youngman, he's making his 21st start. The scouting report is brought to you by UCSD Health. He throws across his body, so a little deception there. The fastball, curveball, changeup comes into play. Boy, the last four starts, he has really struggled. 19 and 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 21 earned runs. It's time for the Padres to get to him early.
He didn't have much trouble with San Diego back in Milwaukee August 7th. He went 7 innings and allowed only 2 runs and 6 hits, no walks, and struck out 8, winning that game. 9 and 7, second winningest record of any National League rookie. First pitch is inside. Chris Heston of the Giants has the most wins for any rookie pitcher in the senior circuit with 12. Youngman and Noah Syndergaard of the Mets with 9. Saw the walks for Will Myers.
Yeah, since September 4th, Will Myers has had the eagle eye, drawing 17 walks.
Walked once last night, went over 3.
And Joey Votto leads in that category since September 4th with 26 free passes.
He leads every year, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
In fact, that's the criticism of Votto by some of the Cincinnati fans, that he walks too much. He should be swing at those bad pitches, and then they'll complain about his low batting average.
Yeah.
3-0 to Myers. That's a strike. So Craig Counsell in this series sending 3 rookies to the mound against the Padres. Zach Godney, 25-year-old beat them 4-2 in game one. Last night a shutout from 22-year-old, or check, that was Jorge Lopez in game one. Ground ball just foul. Jorge Lopez in the 4-3 win in game one. He's 22. Then last night another 22-year-old, Zach Davies, shut him out 5-0.
Craig Counsell's got 20 rookies on his club right now as we speak.
It's almost a baseball version of nursery school.
Yeah.
So 3-2 to Myers. High chopper to deep short. Long throw by Rivera in time. Let's check the Milwaukee defense on this sunny afternoon. Brought to you by Renovation Realty. Davis, Santana, and Reed left to right in the outfield. Around the horn, Perez, Rivera, Jeanette, and Rogers at first base. Maldonado again behind the plate for Taylor Youngman. Big, tall right-hander. He's 6'6". Working out of the shadows. Corey Spangenberg, the batter. .267 average for the rookie infielder. Every indication that he's here to stay. He'll be part of the makeup of this team next year.
Yeah, he just does so much for you. Wouldn't you agree, Dick?
Yeah.
You know, you can plug him in the infield. He's got some speed, obviously. Outfield, if you need him out there.
I'd like to see him steal more bases with that speed. He's making better and better contact, using the whole field. Like that. Right up the middle for a base hit. Padres' first hit with one away brings up Jan Solarte, and it allows us to take a look at the keys to today's game. Brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, I mentioned that Youngman, the last 4 starts, are really bad numbers. 19 plus innings, 25 hits, 21 runs. They put up some crooked numbers early and often, and go out with a bang. Last home game, send these Friar faithful fans home, and with a good feeling.
As we pointed out in the pregame show, that this has been a productive season for the offense. The 12 years of Petco Park. Whoa, Youngman slipping as he delivered that pitch. But the ERA, which was terrific last year, up almost a full point. So just a turnabout of last season team that had difficulty scoring runs, but the pitching just was lights out. This year, pitching needs to be improved, and the hitting certainly was improved.
And the defense as well needs to be improved.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Good point. Easy to overlook the defense, isn't it?
Gosh, you know, you watch so many games of baseball, and Dick, you've been around longer than I have, of course. And defense, it seems like people they don't push it aside, but they don't emphasize it enough. Defense is so darn important.
Well, as a pitcher, you certainly can appreciate that. And it's not just how many errors a team makes. That isn't the total measure of defense. It's the plays that aren't made. That players can't get to a ball.
Range.
There you go. And then an arm strong enough to make the play, the difficult play, infield and outfield. Solarte, 1-2. Well, he certainly is one of the reasons why the Petco numbers on offense are improved. He's hit .296 this year on the home grounds. James Shields make his final start on Sunday. Take his 13-7 record against the Dodgers. Spangenberg has 9 steals. Matt Kemp out for the rest of the season. That modest tender tear in his right hand. So he'll watch the rest of the season behind glasses. Fly ball over the head of the shortstop Rivera, as Solarte just punches a single to left center, and that's why he is a terrific hitter. He chokes up on the bat with 2 strikes and just makes contact.
It seems like they adjust the swing according to the count. When the count is not in your favor, you got to shorten up, you got to hit it where it's pitched. Corey Spangenberg using the whole field. Solarte recognizing, hands back, and just flicking that ball over the shortstop's head, reaching out. That's one-handed.
So the Padres back-to-back singles here in the first. Spangenberg and Solarte for Jed Jerko. And that's a strike. Jerko with 16 home runs this year.
Well, you can see how Youngman, when you look at his delivery, he goes from the extreme third base side of the rubber. He throws across his body right at the left hip pocket of a right-handed hitter. It looks like he's coming right here at you because he swings or he throws across his body. Maldonado wants to get on the same page as far as signs are concerned.
Well, Greg Consol's team, Mark Grant, by winning last night, assured themselves they won't finish last, and they were concerned about that. Cincinnati has earned that dubious honor in the National League Central. The Reds with a miserable year, losing 11 in a row. Ground ball toward the hole. That's a tough play. The off-balance throw in time. And a good play at the first base end as Rogers able to scoop out a tough bounce. Rivera to Rogers on the out, and Jerko gone.
I'll be quite honest with you. I thought this was going to be an infield single. Once it got out of the reach of Perez there, now Rivera's got to extend. He's almost over near the foul line and a one hop, and credit Rogers. Now Jed eyes this one and he's giving it his all. Then he realized Rivera's got it and Jed just doesn't have the speed to beat it out. That's a nice play by Rivera.
Indeed. So Brett Wallace with a chance to get the Padres on the board first, something that they have had difficulty in accomplishing on this homestand. Only once in the previous 8 games did they score first.
Dick, this is your pick. Pick the stick.
Trying to get off the floor. It was cold down in that cellar.
Oh, gosh, that was so funny.
There goes a 60-year career. First person I meet after the pregame show, after those foolish shenanigans, is our boss, Jed Bile, and he says, "Are you okay?" People in the press box thought I'd collapsed. Well, many ways we have. So Brett Wallace, 2-0. Hitter's pitch, 2 men scoring position. And 3-0 with first base open.
And Youngman knows that Wallace likes the fastball, and you make a good point, Dick, with first base open. A 2-0 changeup.
6th different rookie pitcher. And there is a difference in those as well. Used by Milwaukee this year as they're rebuilding. They tipped their hand at the trade deadline, sending away veteran, high salaried players. And a 4-pitch walk. That was probably a pitch around. Bases loaded for Melvin Upton Jr. No, don't show this. No. Duluth won't want to see this. No, what? Bernie Mazzolas. Well, first of all, those aren't my feet above my chest. That's Mark Grant. And the reason why that happened, there's really a good reason, actually.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
Well, because that Mike, what's his name, Pomegranate on the pregame show.
Right.
Well, he said that since next year is my last year and I'm in last place this year, that and I suggested that maybe we discontinue Pick the Stick in that little piece that preceded that moment, that I should come back because I'm doomed for the cellar. I'll be on the floor all year. So I figured I might as well get used to it. Well, boys will be boys, huh?
That's why I love coming to the yard.
Hey, we have a good time, don't we?
Absolutely.
Hey,
got to.
You've got to be able to laugh at yourself, laugh at the game at times.
It's a long season, Professor. There's still a few games left.
Can't wait. 3 more. Upton, waves at a ball in the dirt, and the Padres lead 3. Not a good start for San Diego. No score. On to the second.
Upton is not in the lineup today as he took a very hard hit into the wall yesterday in the first inning. The good news is that he was tested for a concussion. That came out negative. Right now it's what they're calling a neck strain. They don't know if he will be available the rest of the season. Right now they're taking it day to day. But the good news is when you hit the wall that hard, he was lucid afterwards. He had no problem remembering everything, and that's the concern when you run into something that hard. So we'll just have to see each day if that gets better, guys.
No, that's good news. Thank you, Chris. Justin, that's how he plays, all out. He takes on the environment, and he, unfortunately, going for that ball down the left field line, stumbled and lost his balance and went head first into the wall. And that, in past occasions, other athletes has been a tragic combination. Thank goodness he's all right. Breaking ball. What's wrong with that? Chris Davis, then Domingo Santana and Martin Maldonado for the Brewers in the second. Davis having a breakout home run year with 26. One and two. Kennedy, that's been his Achilles, the home run ball. 5th most in the National League, 30. Kyle Kendrick of Colorado and James Shields lead with 33. It's a battle of number 1 draft picks. Kennedy was picked number 1 by the Yankees 9 years ago, and Youngman was a top pick, 12th overall 4 years ago by Milwaukee. Weak swing and a miss. There again, that's the shadows helping the pitcher.
Well, since it's the last home game here at Petco Park, a lot of people behind the scenes make things happen here on Fox Sports San Diego. There are a lot of people to thank, and we want to thank our engineers. Hey, is that JT? John Turner? Hey, he beat the charges. He's back to work. Glad to see him. Shane Fortin down there. Hey, studio engineers Matt Hall and Dan Allman. You guys make it all happen. We appreciate your hard work.
Hey, they're technical talent.
Yes, they are.
How would you like to try to do that?
Yeah, I can't even plug in a charger for crying out loud.
Santana, just 109 at bats, but has 6 home runs. And they look at this young guy as a possible power source for the future. He started in game 1. Struck out twice and walked 0 for 3. Anything off speed, or especially the breaking balls, they come out of the shadows, through the sun, into the shadows again. It almost jumps. You know, it's like the old movie films, you know, the wheels going backwards. Back up the middle and deflected by Kennedy, picked up by the shortstop Jerko in time for the out. 1-6-3. That takes a lot of practice.
Hey, great concentration, too, because as a middle infielder, you're going towards the center of the diamond. The ball is deflected, and then you have to regroup and redirect. How about the bare hand grab on the run? Gets him by a step. Ian Kennedy is thankful for that.
Yeah, he's okay from the contact. Back through the box. Maldonado was 2 for 4 last night, and his second base hit took the score from 3-0 to 5-0. Really locked in the win for the Brewers.
Dick, if I'm a pitcher this afternoon, I'm getting that ball. I'm working quickly.
Yeah, well, those shadows are in your favor. You bet. So after 4 at the moment, so they usually last in the pitcher's favor till about 5:30. Growing toward home plate. It's that big light standard on the third base side, and as the sun moves to the west toward the foul pole, that shadow will come closer to the home plate. That's in there. 1-2.
And that is paint from Ian Kennedy. Next year, Dick, the All-Star game, 2016.
You bet. Lights are on, even though it is early afternoon. Michael Reed, young right fielder, is on deck. As you see how that ball out of the shadows, that was a great example.
Exactly.
Michael Odino and his great camera crew. That was a feeling as a hitter. All of a sudden the ball's in the light. Oop, no, it's not in the light. Does that mean it's coming faster, slower, braking?
Dark light, dark light.
And watch again here. Oh. Maldonado messing up our whole process. Get back in there. Full count. It is tricky stuff. We have one of our favorite trips of the season. We get to make it 3 times. The bus ride up to Los Angeles tonight, up to Pasadena, and open the 3-game series tomorrow night against the National League West champions, the Dodgers. They'll be in a good mood. Strike 3 called. And a couple of strikeouts for Kennedy, 3 in the first 2 innings. Derek Norris leads off the Padres second.
The video shaders, it's very important with the lighting and video, right? Mark Sharon, thank you very much. Darren Fizzler, there they are back in the truck, pushing the buttons. And Henry Vasquez, thanks. Give us a wave. Come on, don't be shy. Hey, hug a video shader. I said it.
They're human.
Yeah, they've got feelings. Thanks, guys.
Great job all season long. It's got to be a nightmare, games like this, where you're going to get shadows and you got to make sure that that everything isn't bleached out.
They're throwing darts down there. Don't kid anybody, Dick.
Okay, all right. I thought we were trying to thank them for their work.
They're pressing buttons down there. They don't know what they're doing.
Just got that. Is that what that big sheet is? That kit there, number 3. You push second inning, number 3, and then 61.
You know what? Seriously, if you ever get a chance to get inside a TV truck during a game, you've got to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's remarkable what those guys do.
Then you'll appreciate, you'll never criticize a live telecast again. You'll just wonder, how in the world do they make it happen?
The ladies and gentlemen that work in the business, they do a great job.
2-0 to Norris leading off. In fact, and you've had many charitable events and friends come by and they want to see how it works up here in the broadcast booth, and they think it's kind of interesting up here. Get a picture, put on the earphones, whatever. Sure. But then they go down to the truck to see it there, and they go tell all their friends, man, that is the most exciting thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Television truck, and how in the world all that works. It's fascinating. I don't even understand how it goes from that truck and then it goes up in the air with no wires in the air, right? And it comes back to my house, and I turn on the TV, and there it is. Unbelievable. That's in there, 2-2. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, in the bathroom locked doors, so they got the button in the middle of the knob there, and you push that in. Sometime I don't know how to get out of the bathroom. You know, how do you get that little knob to come back out? Oh, foul tip.
That's the second one already this afternoon from Maldonado. Right in the grill.
Norris looks over at him as if to say, you get 100 more of those and you'll know how I feel. No score. Last of the second. Season finale at Petco. Home finale. Breaking ball just misses. Youngman, two-time regional academic All-America at the University of Texas, along with his physical talent, a very bright guy. Center field softly and falling for a base hit. Norris with a blue pit. The Padres have their third single.
We want to thank our technical directors as well. They're down there in the truck pushing all the buttons. Tommy Canole has been around. Hey, give us a wave, Tommy. Attaboy. Bob Grabko. Thank you very much, Bobby. Hey, Mario.
Look how easy that board is. Yeah. That's so simple. Just like a typewriter.
Bob Grabko, Mario Lopez, thank you for all your hard work. Hey, Tommy, press ready for take 4. There you go.
Hey, you could take. Yeah. Who's the guy that's in that director's chair that you're always making fun of?
We're going to get to him later.
Oh, okay.
You got my best stuff to say for him.
You could do his job. Ian Kennedy tried to move that runner, and he won't have to bunt him to second. Maybe he can bunt him to third now after the wild pitch.
Youngman really yanked that one. And as you mentioned, Dick, now Ian Kennedy tried to bunt him over to third base.
Kennedy 4 hits and 41 at bats. Hasn't hit as well as he did a year ago. And takes ball 2. Travis Jankowski in the Padre batting order, batting 9th today. Again, Pat Murphy using pitcher in the 8th spot. And another foul off the mask.
Did that get him again?
Yeah.
That's the third one already. Off the mask of Maldonado. See him put his glove up. He's being a good sport about it.
2-1 the count.
Watch those fingers, Ian.
First baseman Rogers creeping in halfway to home plate. Of course, the bunt is designed to go to the third baseman so that he has to vacate the position to get the runner over. Make him field it.
That last pitch really ran inside to Ian Kennedy. And you got to watch those fingers. Break a digit.
And it's outside, 3-2.
You got squeezed on that one. That was a pretty good pitch. Looks like the Major League Baseball logo.
It does, yeah.
Right? Oh, not that.
A Roland Garros. Swinging and out of play. With those late afternoons in Paris and that long shadow of the player. The directors over in Paris refer to themselves not as directors but artistes. And so they like those long shadows and this creative look. And strike 3 on the failed bunt. That's the second strikeout for Youngman.
Well, it's important to have good lighting in the booth down on the field when we have an interview. We want to thank James Allen in lighting. Hey, Kenny Rogers, thank you. Eric Kiewig, Travis Williams, and Stephen Brow. And also from Andrus Lighting, Chris Andrus. Thank you, everybody in lighting, for making us look good on camera.
What did you say? Making us what?
Look good.
We do? Why do we get these tweets that we have faces for radio?
Yeah, exactly. Ain't that the truth?
Jankowski takes strike. Sitting on 9 runs batted in. Travis, here's a chance to give the Padres the early lead. One and one. Took a little off that, pulled the string. 1 and 2. Going to have a special guest in the next inning. I thoroughly enjoy his weekly column in the UT, Richard Lederer, who writes a column every Saturday on our language, how we use it or abuse it, and how various words have evolved and expressions, and some of those are baseball, and he's going to share those with us that have migrated over into our common language. Yep. He also said he'll tell us the derivation of words like a blooper and can of corn.
Nice.
So stay with us. He's coming up in the third. Watch out. Line back into the lower tier. After Jankowski, Will Myers here in the Padres. Second inning, no score. Eric Norris out at second base.
Well, a couple of our lighting guys, Stefan there on the left. Thank you, Stefan, right here. Yeah, keep waving. There you go. And then Eric. Eric. Big Eric, thank you. Thank you for all you do, guys. Pleasure to be around.
Eric, I guess they settled that Pinky Lee estate, huh? You've got one of his shirts. Again, the 2-2 delivery. Yeah, Youngman on his follow through, it almost looks like he's going to slip and fall, doesn't it? He's got that awkward landing.
I think it's because, you know, he throws across his body and then all that momentum, he's got to come up and across that front leg, and it looks very awkward.
It probably is a plus for him. It's something that the hitter sees that normally doesn't happen. The pitcher stumbling his way toward the plate on the delivery. Another foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's a well-earned walk from Jankowski. So runners at first and second. That's the second free ticket from Youngman. And leadoff hitter Will Myers steps up as we check our Arco top tier profile. 25-year-old Taylor Youngman Rookie leaders, lowest ERA, sits in the number 4 spot behind Syndergaard, Ray of Arizona, Heston of the Giants.
Yeah, 5 rookies in the rotation. Talking about opportunity for Craig Counsell and his pitchers. So a lot of opportunity for pitchers like Youngman.
Padres with 2 on with 1 out, and Myers, the hitter, takes a strike. Grounded to short his first time. That's a nice little slider or a cut fastball. It had a little run on it. Norris from second. Jankowski from first. Good stop, Maldonado. 1 and 2.
Yeah, good secondary lead from those base runners, especially on that curveball from Youngman. You bounce it, you see daylight, second and third. Stay out of the double play. Some pitchers might be a little reluctant to throw that pitch, too, in that situation, so they elevate a pitch, and that's where Will Myers can make a difference.
Just a little low, 2 and 2.
You know, that's such a tough pitch to lay off. When you look at that curveball out of the hand of Youngman, I mean, it's a straight 12-6 curveball, but it starts up around the shoulders of Will Myers, and he lays off this pitch. If I'm a hitter, my goodness, I'm offering at that pitch. But then again, after seeing a handful of them, maybe they recognize that, hey, it's going to be a big breaker, so they let it go, and it ends up out of the strike zone.
Been a tough homestand for Myers, 2 for 21. Good time for a hit here, and he just able to pull back. Full count. .50 pitches for Youngman, and he only has recorded 4 outs.
Oof. That was a crushable pitch. And that was one heck of a catch by that fan up there. Yeah, you betcha.
No glove either. Bare-handed stab. Nice going.
Yeah.
Get a contract. 30th pitch of this inning coming up from Youngman. 2 on, only 1 out for the Padres. Full count. Line drive, double play.
Oh.
That was right at Rivera, and with Norris heading toward third, and an easy double play. No score at Petco. Sports San Diego booth is Richard Leder, one of my favorites every Saturday morning. I can't wait to get to Section 2 of the Union Tribune for your column. I'm always amused by the fact that his column's right next to pictures of convicts that they're searching for in our San Diego area. But now we get to see your face as well. How many books have you written?
I have my 51st up on the screen. Stop me before I write again, Dick.
Isn't that terrific? And your love for the English language, and we share that passion. And
yes.
I'm so amused by the way you're able to look at our language. And it is a fascinating creature, isn't it?
It is the most fascinating in the world. It is just the most spoken language ever, even more than the Latin of Julius Caesar, an amazing language. We passed 1 million words, Dick, back in 2009, and the Google search can tell you that.
We do have 1 million words in our language.
Richard, what does it take for a word to be included into the English language?
There are gatekeepers in the dictionaries, and they will look and see if a word is appearing in print in various places, like selfie or binge watch.
Right.
And when there's a critical mass, in it will go, and we add well more than 1,000 a year. So we're adding 3 today. We just don't know what they are yet.
Okay. But you're up here to talk about baseball, and you're a baseball fan, and
yes.
The language of baseball, the high fly ball into foul territory, and no play. Hang in there.
It just wasn't a can of corn, Dick.
Okay, now where did can of corn come from?
Well, in the old stores, they would have the mechanical grasper, incidentally invented by Ben Franklin, who never took a patent. He wanted it for everyone else.
So one of those metal things to reach the high cans?
The high cans on the shelf or on the stack, and then it would come down. You'd have the apron, can of corn. A nice soft landing.
Nice.
How about blooper?
Blooper, and you know I do bloopers, and they're in that book I just gave you. Blooper comes from the sound of the bat hitting it a little bit cattywampus, and out it goes, and it makes the infielders look a little silly because it just goes over the infield, also known as a Texas leaguer.
Right.
And as a result, we now have verbal bloopers. So Abraham Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address while traveling from Washington to Gettysburg on the back of an envelope. Misplaced modifier. That's a blooper because whoever does it looks silly. Again, it is baseball.
Ground ball to the right side and through. A base hit for Michael Reed, leading off the Milwaukee third inning. We're talking with Richard Lederer, author of 50-plus books, Anguished English being one of those, and one of the best-selling or the best-selling English humor book. I mean, just a little sample of the kinds of things that are collected in his book is an advertisement. Dog for sale, eats anything, and is fond of children.
One of my favorite ones, I saw you on TV once.
Thank you.
The old saying, time flies when you're having fun.
Right.
And you know what frogs say?
Time's fun when you're having flies. That's
I love that one.
And I'm having a lot of flies in this booth today, sir. Thank you. That's etymology and entomology meeting.
Right. What got you? What got you to get the bug of the English
Oh,
language?
nice segue.
Well, it's an accident of birth and environmental roulette. I was always the kind of kid, speaking of bugs, I would say something like a butterfly will flutter by. Mm-hmm. And I just did that, and I just loved it. I became an English teacher in a church boarding school. I've come to San Diego. I founded Away with Words on KPBS because I have the perfect face for radio. You know?
There you go. So do we.
But we're on television. And it's just been fabulous here. I actually just came from La Mesa and California Retired Teachers. Huge group, just had a great time. Here, I'm going to be on stage this weekend. Just a wonderful city for what I do.
Well, we've got a really $64 question. That's that. Now we're going back to a quiz show. That's what's $1 million now, right? With inflation. This is Rivera, the shortstop, and the count on him 1-1. Now we have this little silly game we play, picking a player, and we get points for hits, and they take away points if that player strikes out. We call it pick the stick, and the trophy for the winner each year is a GNOME, and I have it's tough for me to call that anything but a gnome. Now, why is it a gnome and not a gnome?
Old English, and why not a knight, a knight instead of a knight?
Right.
Because 80% of our words, Dick, have silent letters, and that's
80%.
80%, and Old English, or something like psychology, the P, it's silent. You know, that kind of thing. And that is because we are the most cheerfully democratic language that's ever existed. And as a result, you have these weird spellings that we bring in, and those are examples.
That's why it's so difficult for someone that comes to our country without the English language being the primary language to understand why we spell certain things the way we do.
Dick, however, 53% of English speakers worldwide did not hear this language as babies and grow up speaking it as children. We're, as native speakers, I assume the three of us, we're 47%, and they're growing faster. How wonderful for the English language going global like that.
Here's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yes, sir.
Is when somebody says supposedly.
And it should be
supposedly. There's no B in there.
I agree.
Come on.
It's a little bit, you go nuclear, and the
Yes.
point is you have an ear for language. So
it intrigues me.
But
That's why I'm
everybody
loving this.
isn't like that, and that's the glory of humanity. We're all different.
How about uncharted? It's uncharted waters.
Nice.
Uncharted,
Go, a
not
bunch of those.
uncharted.
He's going to get an A in your class.
And how about this one? Short-lived.
Is it
Correct.
short-lived or
It's
short-lived?
short-lived.
It's short-lived.
It's short-lived.
Yes, it's from life not living, and it's short-lived.
Thank
Hardly
you,
any-
Mr. Letterer.
But the big one is nuclear and nuclear. You know, and we've had a lot of presidents who have done it the other way. If I may, just given your profession, baseball is America's pastime. And I'll prove it two ways. It's the only sport with a famous poem associated, and that's Casey at the Bat, 1888, Ernest Lawrence there. And then There is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. 20 years later, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, written by a guy who had never gone to a baseball game. 20 years later, in 1908, what other sport has a poem and a song?
In fact, some of the critics say, why would the people stand up in the seventh inning and sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game? They're already there.
Take a look at the words that introduce it, and it makes sense, actually. I know. They're there. Take me out. I'm right here. Crazy.
Are there any baseball terms that have floated over to common language? There's a comebacker by Youngman, and Kennedy risks going back and diving safely with Michael Reed.
And Ian Kennedy immediately knew that he should have gotten the for sure out. There would have been 2 outs, runner at second. Now still only 1 out and runners at first and second. Here it is. It's not a force play. It's a tag play.
It's pretty close. He may have gotten him there, Mark.
You know, he may have. Because the umpire is screened by the backside of the tag of Jed Jerko. Kind of tough to tell.
That angle, we are all screened, but from the previous shot, it looked as if Jerko did get the tag on him. Now, time has passed by, and there's no challenge thus far by Pat Murphy, so it's going to ride. First and second, then. Youngman is safe on the fielder's choice. And the top of the order, Scooter Gennett, who singled his first time up. And he goes around. So are there some phrases that are baseball derived that now are part of our language?
A whole book full, and that's when you can tell that an activity has come into our culture. You may know my children play poker professionally.
Yes,
$11.5 million. You're such a blue chip crew. And how did the Padres stack up against the Brewers? That's a chips metaphor.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll bet you my bottom dollar those are all chips, and it's the same with baseball. Hey, nobody can pinch hit for Dick Enberg. Really, and that's baseball, but it's, I'll pinch hit for you. It's a major league performance. This is in Bush League, and it's called Bush League because that's the lower part of the minors played in rural areas where the land wasn't cleared and there were bushes all over.
Nice.
As we know in our legal system, 3 strikes and you're out. Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Others are born with 2 strikes against them. Hey, I hope I'm hitting a home run today.
That's great stuff. I love that stuff.
Touch them all, Richard.
And that's all baseball. I'm trying to give you a major league performance, that kind. Hey, and I don't know what these salaries are, but I can give you a ballpark figure, and that's baseball ballpark. You can go on, and it's baseball in our language, American pastime.
That's wonderful.
Perfect.
So we're talking with Richard Lederer, and if you want to have a lot of fun, then you just look for any book written by Richard. And if he's in your area giving a lecture, don't miss it. Anguished English is the one. Thank you for the gift, Richard. And I shall take this on the bus ride to Los Angeles tonight.
Are there any pictures?
And have a few smiles.
Yes, there are cartoons by Bill Thompson.
He needs pictures.
Does he color them in?
I can get through this book in about 3 minutes.
Crayons. Crayons. Now, we make fun of each other. And I mean, he can remember just about every lyric, every song ever written. And you don't even bring up a movie. He'll give you the middle 15 minutes of all the dialogue.
Well, we talk about off-speed stuff tonight. We've talked about curveballs from young men. How about the changeup from Ian Kennedy? Hey, changeup is used in everyday vernacular as far as, the guy threw me a changeup. It's changing your course of the day or whatever, but going on your routine.
Or he's a real screwball, to take another one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And southpaw, meaning a lefty.
Yeah, where did that come from?
This is the architecture of the original ballparks, and the pitcher's mound was east of home plate, so that as the sun was setting, the sun would not be in the eyes of a right-handed batter. So what it means is that a right-handed pitcher would face north, and a left-handed pitcher would face south. Hence, south plus paw, take your paws off me, meaning hands, and as a result, you get southpaw.
That's great. 2 outs, 2 on to Hernan Perez, who grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first time.
Yes.
Fun facts: a typewriter was invented in Milwaukee in the year 1867. Wonder if they had a few brews that night.
Not only that, but the original typewriters were the people doing the typing. Because you see the old novels, the typewriter walked in, and you take the QWERTY, the second row of a typewriter, and you can type the word typewriter on it. Take
just
a look
on the
at
top row,
just on
QWERTY,
yeah.
and then the rest of them, right?
Right, right under the numbers. And it was apparently designed to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because it has 4 of the 5 vowels and a lot of the consonants. I used to be a Scrabble champion, but I became a consonant, and I can't move my vowels anymore, as it turns out.
So if you haven't been reading Mr. Lederer's column every Saturday in the UT, just look for it. The second section, second page. Yeah, just look for the criminal, and then right to the left is Richard's column. I can't believe they do that to you, but I guess a lot of people like to see who's on the loose.
It gets them there. Last week they read the Yogiisms. I did the column on Yogi Berra, who I think is third all-time for professional sport championships after Bill Russell at 11 and Henri Richard at 12 or 13 with the Canadiens. He's at 10. And all those all-star games, and it ain't over till it's over. If you don't come to other people's funerals, they won't come to yours. And this place, nobody goes to this place anymore. It's so crowded, all of that. But, of course, he also said, I didn't say all those things I said.
And that's true. Anything that even resembled a Yogiism automatically became his. Perez still alive. 1 and 2.
And why do people put the S on the end of Illinois, and why do they say Cincinnati when it ends in an I?
As in Missouri.
Missouri.
Because, again, spelling doesn't always match. And in Illinois, it looks like Ois, and you would think it should be Arkansas and not Arkansas, because there is this gap between how English looks and the way it sounds, and with Illinois.
That's a set by Perez. Here comes around to the plate. The throw to the plate, and he is out of there. Beautiful throw by Jankowski. Nails Michael Reed at the plate, and the Brewers denied. We'll continue bottom of the third inning with our wordsmith, Richard Lederer. He can't throw a strike like that. Maybe he can. Well done. Richard Lederer, Anguished English. His new book is Amazing Words. Look forward. It's very entertaining. And if you enjoyed our little discussion here, we'll hear parts of this again, or we'll read parts of it again.
Yes, and a week from this Saturday in the UT, next to the embezzler and the domestic abuser.
You're going to recount this incredible experience?
Oh,
Jankowski throwing out a runner at the plate? No, you can't do that, Richard. Thank you so much.
Richard, thank you so much.
Mark,
Enjoy
thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Fascinating.
Love it. Well, we've got some more people to thank, our EVS and replay operators. You know, it's so important when we call for a replay. They want us to win. Dan Nicholson, Tony Kendall, Craig Chatfield, Doug Coughlin, Doug Johnson, Tom Rand. Those guys got to work very quickly. Oh, what do you got there? Oh, he's got a rush lanyard. Geddy Lee, he's going Alex Lifeson and Neil Peart on us. There's Dan Nicholson in the back showing off the guns. And there's Dougie Fresh. Think about it, Dick. After a pitch, after a play, we say, hey, replay. Those guys got to quickly get to that plate, re-rack it, and then send it our way so the viewers at home.
It's magic.
Nicely done, guys.
And this crew does it as well as any crew, and I'm talking regional, local, and network. I don't think anyone covers baseball any better than our Fox Sports San Diego crew.
Here.
All the way to the top, Henry Ford, Jeff Bile, that orchestrate all of our work and inspire us to do well. Corey Spangenberg, then Jan Solarte and Jed Jerko in the third. Mark Sweeney, I don't know if he's going to come and join us now after listening to Richard Lederer. He's feeling, he's kind of cowering over in the corner.
We're going to have to see how he did in the English department at University of Maine.
That was a second language.
I wonder if they even have a department up there.
All you have to do is be able to spell Lobster in Maine, and you're going to be okay.
Isn't it Lobstah?
Lobster.
Lobster?
Yeah, there you go. A little outside, and Spangenberg works the count full. Single to center his first time. Youngman, a lot of pitches. Just starting this third inning, already closing in on 60. And another walk for Spangenberg. He's on base for the second time. The leadoff man aboard on the third walk. Let's go down to Chris Button.
Well, Dick, when we were talking with some of the players about reminiscing on the year, I got to talk with Pat Murphy about it. And he said he learned a lot during this time as interim manager. He said most of the stuff he learned was not what it takes to be a manager on the field, but more off the field, how to manage the personalities. He said the one thing he thinks he would do different is when he came in, he really wanted to make a point of it not being his voice, but he wished he had more just to set the tone so the guys would maybe believe in him more than him just coming in. He said it would have been so different if I had them from the beginning of the year and it wasn't what they were used to. He said he sits up at night thinking of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and I asked him on Sunday when the season's over what I'll think about when he goes to bed, and he said I'll probably still think of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous challenge, and this is a man who has coached, managed at the very top level of collegiate baseball at the University of Notre Dame and at Arizona State, an incredibly successful winning record everywhere he's been. He knows how to handle the game, how to handle players, but it's like coming in at July 1st. Your uncle comes in, and all of a sudden, everything he says is what you should believe. And don't listen to your mother and father anymore. Your uncle now is the boss, and he's going to tell you how to do things. Well, you're going to rebel at that, and I think it's just natural for a team to say, "Oh, yeah, come on now. That's not the way we did it before." Many of them had great affection for Bud Black and believed in what he was selling, and now a new man has to come in and establish his MO in many ways. And it's not just Pat Murphy. The other managerial changes at mid-year, most of them don't do very well. It's tough to step into a situation midstream and sell your product. You need to have the very start of the season. And in that regard, no matter what happens to Pat Murphy, I really respect him. I think he's He's worked hard. He has been up late at night to try to find a way. And if he isn't coming back, he'll be a very good employee for somebody else.
And it's a whole different culture as far as the college ranks as the professional ranks too, because in college you're looking forward to the weekend, right? You've got your Friday night pitcher, you've got your Saturday night pitcher, you've got your Sunday pitchers, and and then after the weekend, now you practice, you regroup. Well, baseball is each and every day, and when you're handed a team that's struggling and you don't have the expectations going your way, it's an everyday grind that's going to beat you down. And one of the jobs of being a manager, trying to have these guys come to the clubhouse each and every day and believe each and every night that, hey, we got a chance to win a ball game. It's a tough grind.
That go through baseball, and the teams that changed managers midstream this year. Well, here's two. Murphy, his record compared to Bud Black in terms of games under 500. Counsell and Ron Renicky are exactly the same. How many games under 500? So it's, changes have to be made. Sometimes in stirring the pot, you create a new energy and new excitement. But it is really difficult for that guy who's got to lead 25 men, more than 25. It's a 40-man roster. And our best wishes to Pat Murphy, and we hope that he'll still be involved in the organization. That ball is hit very nicely by Solarte, deep to right, and touch 'em all. Jan Solarte makes the Grand Tour for the 14th time this year, and the Padres take a 2-0 lead. Wonder who picked Solarte today. They'll be happy.
That ball's Cuidado!
Yesterday, when you draw the line down the middle of the page and put the pros on one side and the cons on the other, Solarte's name will be on the pro side.
Lávase sus manos.
2 for 2 for Solarte, a 407-foot shot. I don't think when he arrived here from the Yankees that we thought he had that kind of power. 63 RBIs now with 14 homers.
3-1 fastball, and I'm sure Mark Sweeney can chime in on this one. That's the kind of hack you want to see 3-1 coming out of your zapatos. That's shoes, by the way.
Thank you. I'll be reading your column.
Oh, man.
So a walk to Spangenberg leading off the inning. And sure enough, the Padres take advantage. Solarte's home run and a 2-0 lead. Jerko grounded to short. Good play made deep in the hole by young Rivera. His only time up. 2-2 the count. Yeah, go out with a bang. Wasn't that one of your keys to the game?
Most certainly was.
Well, that was pretty good sound there. It sounded like a bang to me. Here we want to send along our sympathies to the family and friends of Rick Hill, who passed away suddenly from pancreatic cancer Tuesday night. A radio veteran here in San Diego. Rick Hill, he was 62.
Gonna miss Red. Seeing him here at the ball yard. Loved coming to the park.
Another high pop fly off first, out of play.
And you know what, Dick? We were his family. He looked so forward to coming to the ballpark, just to sit up in that press box, and he'd come in our booth and say hello and just, shoot the breeze with us and talk about the game and poke some fun at us all. But we were his family. He looked each and every day during the summer, in the ball season, in the football season, going to see the Chargers, and he's going to be missed.
He reaches out and pops this one. First baseman Rogers in under it, right into the sunshine. All of a sudden, that sun was right in his face.
Tweet your strongest fan photo. You know how to do it. You got to use the hashtag SDDataStrongFan. You might just see yourself on an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile.
Veteran Kyle Loesch getting loose in the pen. It's surprising to see the veteran, who's 5-13 on the season, 22 games he started, and then relegated to the bullpen. It's a pretty expensive relief pitcher out there. Well, Justin Upton, good to have him back in form, if not in uniform. Scary moment last night. Shift on for Wallace, who walked the first time. Good September, 293 overall, hitting .322. Very strong, Wallace. Up the middle, but the shift there takes a base hit away. But under normal conditions, unorthodox infield alignment, that's a solid base hit to center field. So the shift wins that battle. And time for our Mission Fed Community Spotlight. Mission Fed donated $5,000 to the San Diego Zoo earlier today. Provided tickets for today's game to representatives from the San Diego Zoo. Mission Fed donates about $1.5 million a year to our local charities. Tip of the Padre cap to Mission Fed.
I like those shirts. Koalafornia. Had the koala bear on there. Very nice.
To support the koala exhibit there at the zoo.
If I'm coming back in another life, I'm coming back as a koala bear. You know why?
You love to eat bamboo?
They sleep 23 hours a day, and they eat the other 2, and then they go back to sleep. What a life. Are you kidding me?
You want to sleep your life away?
Oh.
Come on. You'd be missing all the ball games.
It'd either be that or a koala bear. Or a koala bear or a lion. King of the jungle. You just eat, lay around all day, lay around some more, just eat, lay around.
You're on a power trip. You know, you want that power.
King of the jungle, lion, or a koala bear.
Well, I thought you were going to say penguin. Walk around on an ice cube all your life. Never sleep. Just waddle around. Look for a sardine. In right field, and that ball is caught by the diving Reed. And that'll end the third inning, but the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead thanks to Jan Solarte, number 14 for Yanhirvis Solarte. 2-0 home team.
Obviously, we've got some people to thank in audio, making us sound good. Disco Dave Robertson. There you go. Show us some moves, Disco Dave. Oh, okay. Is that your best stuff? Rick Gord, Jody Griffin, Carlos Castro, Hermano, Deb Cono, Ryan Creighton, Eric Dahl, Tim Denmark, Jim Olson, Darren Perdue, Buzz Trusso, Leroy Castellina, and Mark Antcliffe.
All those people just to get our mics open?
Just to get the mics open and make us sound good.
It's not an easy game.
Appreciate all your hard work.
Kennedy with a 2-0 lead. That curveball popped into foul territory. Watch out, Myers or Jankowski, and he makes the catch. Boy, he runs those ribs right into that low barrier. That can be painful, if not injurious.
Great concentration. Gloves it. Okay, now you got to take the shock and position yourself to where you don't go, you know what, over tea kettle and stay safe. It's a nice catch, Mark Sweeney.
It's a beautiful catch.
I was watching Jankowski after what happened to Justin Upton. Didn't even see the ball go in the glove. That was the second thought, but terrific play. A bold one by young Jankowski. That'll bring up Chris Davis. He struck out swinging the first time. Kennedy has 5 strikeouts, has not walked a man. Scattered 3 hits so far.
Greatest logo in all sports. The old Brewers logo. Just one man's opinion. What's up, Marco?
How you guys doing? Don't touch me.
So, what animal at the zoo do you want to be?
Oh, I heard you guys were talking animals.
Yeah.
Did you know it was a 25-hour day? Because he said sleep for 23 hours.
Eat for 2.
And then eat for 2.
Too, but
Isn't that
I didn't
funny?
want to
I meant 22 and 2. I'm sorry, my bad. I was never good at math. Give me a break.
Right. Mrs. Connolly would have hated you in my class.
So, what animal do you want to be at the zoo?
Cheetah.
Ooh.
I want to be fast. I've never been fast in my life. I want to be a cheetah.
Dick, what would you like to be?
Uh-oh.
Let me think about. You know what? My favorite animal when we went to. Line drive caught. Jerko able to reach into the hole and grab that laser. And Davis is out. But we had the pleasure of going to Kenya on a safari, and I was surprised at the animal. And I saw your lions and not the hyenas. I know that probably fits our character, but I love the giraffe. I just think the giraffe is just so out of proportion, and yet so at times so graceful. And we'd be out on a piece of land, one tree for 10 miles, and there'd be a giraffe under the tree, and you didn't even see it.
You don't have a long enough neck to be a giraffe.
I want to be a giraffe.
All right.
Thank you.
Are they fast?
They can gallop now.
Yeah.
They're deceiving, I think, when they run.
Yeah.
Because they're so big and they got the big long legs. But once they get going,
they got to run to the next tree.
And you know what else? You know that the advantage of being a giraffe with that long neck is the best fruits at the top of the tree. You know, out of the toughest branches way out there. The other animals can't get it. I wouldn't mind being able to pluck the real good stuff. Fly ball, right field, Jankowski. No barrier out there.
We'll have Marlon Perkins joining us next half inning.
And the Padres go 1-2-3. And there's nothing wrong with talking about the greatest zoo in the world, the San Diego Zoo.
John Zapola, Z, what up? That a boy. Word, John Zapola. Dave Doherty, Danny Barger, Ken Barsamian, Mark Leeson, Marco, he's up top there doing a good job. We've got John Bruno, Rusty Breslow, Andy. What's going on? Andy Italiano.
Oh, I love Andy.
Matt Cowgill, Dave Doherty, Jason Dutcher, Jimmy Guerreri.
Where's Dana? He's usually here too, our cameraman.
We're not talking about him today.
Oh.
Darren Haggard, Duff Harrell, Bill Kelsey, Dana. Dana Levine. He usually does our high home here. And also he's in our box here. There's Jimmy, Dave Stewart.
How many cameramen do we have right now covering this game? I mean, is that 10? Can we get a number on that? 10?
10
good
cameras.
guess.
Nice guess.
Carl Siebert, Paul Vogel, Eddie Ibarra, Dave Stewart, you mentioned. Steely Dan, Dan Steele.
Steely Dan.
Love him. Greg Lilly. Greg does the visiting show. Danny Barger. Hey, there's Danny. You're the man, Danny.
Danny boy.
High pop fly. Foul territory off third, off the bat of Norris, and that's out of play. Now we have 10 manned cameras, and then we have robotic cameras. Are we going to thank the robots? I mean, don't we thank them too? Oh, Darren. He runs all 10 of the robotic cameras?
Yes.
Is that like the one that's here that shoots into our booth, right? That takes the picture.
There's
now,
Darren.
he can punch. He can.
Wow.
See, so he's.
yeah.
Darren's great. When he's sleeping, he's a great guy.
That's his best work.
We're supposed to be complimenting our
Oh,
crew.
that's right. I forgot about
really?
that.
Imagine what they say about us. Huh? Good team.
We have so much fun away from
Oh my gosh.
being on air, too.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the group so special.
I love giving the guys grief. Like Dana, when Dana's here, Dana Levine. Oh my gosh.
I don't talk to Dana.
Dana loves hockey. Is he doing hockey now?
Oh,
Is
he
that why
loves
he's not
dropping.
here?
He's dropping the puck. No, he's got the Irish game against Clemson.
Oh,
Go
okay.
Irish, by the way.
Here we go.
Ooh. I think you're in trouble down there at Clemson.
It's going to be a lot of rain. Watch the running game.
Full count, Derek Norris. Blooped a single to left his first time, and he's aboard again on a walk. That's 4 given up by Youngman, and the leadoff walk cost him in the last inning because Solarte followed with a home run. Brings up pitcher Kennedy, who failed to sacrifice, struck out trying to bunt his first time.
Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach for the Brewers, on the horn. We saw Loesch up last half inning. Maldonado buying a little time.
A lot of pitches, 84, and he's only managed 9 outs.
Yeah, ball strike ratio not very good. 47 strikes, 37 balls.
So when the baseball season's over, Mark Swinney, you and Mike Pomerantz, are there going to be Padres pre and post or POVs or shows like that, or do we kind of close it down until spring
We
training?
shut it down. I'm a husband and a father.
No arguments there for certain. Just remember, you're always right. The 3 most important words. Pitching change.
Down here, it's called the Fox Box. Well, very important people operating that. Adam McClune. Thank you very much, Adam. Ryan Pavin. Ryan, where are you, Rhino? And Garrett Drake. Some good eggs down there. And in graphics, there he is, Chiron Bob Wersdorfer. Viz Bob.
Icon.
Yeah. Sean Lyon.
That's shown.
There he's got the gloves. Tony Craig. Gina Nardoni. And Melinda Gray. No, thank you.
Sean Lyon, he keeps gesticulating. He's single, girls. He's looking.
Yeah, he is looking. Yeah. Almost to an extent where you got to be worried.
Thank you all to Fox Box operators and the graphics operators and coordinators.
Veteran Kyle Loesch. The pitching change brought to you by El Cajon Ford. Loesch came over as a free agent, an expensive one at that, to Milwaukee in 2013. He was 11-10 that year, and last season 13-9. And this year, things not falling so well for him. And now in the bullpen as the bunt by Kennedy. And Loesch, almost threw it away. Jeanette covering. 1-4 on the sacrifice.
Well, nice execution from Ian Kennedy. It's the second time to lay a sacrifice down, and this is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we understand that Will Myers has been taken out of the lineup. He's due to hit after Jankowski. He had an awkward check swing. Remember the last time up? I wonder if he aggravated that wrist.
And I think that's the problem, too. The check swings, the swing and misses, the awkward swings. And hopefully he's okay. But you saw him flexing the wrist in between pitches.
Alexei Amarista on deck will hit for Myers. Jankowski walked the first time. 1-1 the count. A changeup. One out. Norris a walk and a sacrifice in scoring position. Padres trying to add to that 2-0 lead.
Yeah, you think about Will Myers, Dick and Mark, and getting strength back in that wrist. It's going to be very important. Obviously going through the procedure and going through those stretches where he's aggravated a couple times because it's so hard. You want to work at your craft and get ready. But also, like you said, Dick, and I thought it was a good point, that check swing. But this offseason is very important for him to get strength back in that area.
And strike three called. Jankowski caught looking, and Loesch has his first strikeout.
The most popular way to follow the action of Padres baseball is with the MLB.com at-bat app, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, highlights, replay reviews, scores, StatCast, live broadcast, and much, much more. Get the MLB.com at-bat now. It's a great app.
Great app.
2 outs, runner in scoring position. Norris out at second for leadoff hitter Amarista, pinch hitting for Myers, who grounded to short and lined into a double play. Amarista, an RBI away from 30 this year. Over but low. Well, I'm sure you fellas saw MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred in a news conference in New York yesterday, and I was pleased to hear him say there's no need to expand the DH to the National League.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that's always a hot topic to discuss.
3-0 now to Amarista, and he also said that he will be discussing changes in the September call-up system.
Oh, nice. I think that's a needed element. We've already touched on that. But September baseball has to be an even playing field in my mind. Totally However agree. They do it, I'd like to see it an even playing field.
Think about the schedule making, and Houston has to finish its season fighting for a wild card spot in Arizona where they can't use the DH.
That's a great
point. The other teams have been able to do that. Now they get down to trying to get the elusive wins to get in the playoffs, and they have to leave their best hitter, that Moreland, on the bench.
And I'm really surprised that Commissioner Manfred had made that statement, because with the way that everybody focuses on offense and they want to see offense, I really thought that he was going to, the next CBA, that maybe the DH was going to be throughout all of baseball.
Well, to your point too, Dick, and I'm wondering if interleague play goes away. And it's something that I think has to be discussed a little bit more. Has it run its course? Has it been good enough for baseball to interject a little more excitement? But I wonder if it's, you go back to that old schedule before, and I kind of like that idea moving forward.
That's interesting, because when at first interleague play came into being, we were excited to see the top stars from the American League, or if you're an American League team, the National League team. But now that's all become homogenized. And we've all seen, there's enough television, we've all seen everyone else's players, and you won't be able to see them in person if we go back to the old system, only playing your own league foes. But in many ways, that's the fairest way to do it. I mean, it just really is unfair to Houston to have to finish the season.
One thing, you have to do some realigning, because the 15 teams in each league, because then there's always an odd team out.
Yep.
That's a good point. Well, you add a couple more teams.
We could put one out in Alpine
and Duluth.
There you go.
Those are hotbeds.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes Norris around third. He's going to score. On to third, Amarista. It's 3-0. Spangenberg having a big afternoon. 2 singles and a walk. Number 21 in the RBI column for Corey Spangenberg.
Well, Corey Spangenberg, elevated pitch. Looked like a changeup out of the hands of Loesch. And he drills this to right field. A good read by Derek Norris, scoring on this pitch. And also Alexi Amarista advancing to third base.
So Spangenberg 2 for 2 with a walk, has scored a run, knocked in one. And that brings up Jan Solarte, who is number 3. The Padre list of runs driven in. Kemp with 100, Upton with 81, both sidelined with injuries. And Solarte now with 63, sends that one deep to right field. But Reed there. And the inning comes to an end. Padres add on, and after 4, they lead 3-0.
Kowski, and the catch and the throw. Lining himself up perfectly, Mark Sweeney, and a nice throw to his catcher. I would say that's a job well done by the rookie right fielder.
Yeah, it's a nice strike with a long hop. A nice play by Derek Norris, that high hop, and Jankowski going to his left. And right on that corner, taking that shot to the ribs, but also the concentration for Jankowski.
Thank goodness he's okay. And a tip of the cap from any pitcher when your defense makes those plays behind you.
And we just received word from the clubhouse that Myers scratched with left wrist soreness. Go back to his last at bat. I think we'll see it was a pitch on the inside, and it was an awkward check swing for him, and that may have aggravated that wrist situation. Fifth inning, Maldonado. Single blue. Check that. He struck out the first time. Took a third strike. Then it'll be Michael Reed and Yadiel Rivera. Youngman goes 3+, allows 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, struck out 2. 2 of the runs were men he put aboard on walks. Alexi Amarista stays in the game in left field, replacing Myers. Two and two. Kennedy will go inside more than any other Padre pitcher. He uses that as his weapon to move the feet, get him off the plate. So many hitters are diving out trying to get to that outside pitch. And then he comes back with that, and Maldonado, high ball, strike 3.
Well, a lot of people behind the scenes were thanking this afternoon to Fox Sports San Diego and the stage managers. These are the integral. There's Francie Nakamura does a great job.
Francie.
Hey, Julie Odino. Is she in the visiting booth with Brian Anderson?
Is. There's Mary
Bodecker, thank you very much. Sheila Simpson, who was with us earlier in the year, she took a little hiatus. Hey, there's Allison working out with Eduardo Ortega. Yeah. And Carlos Hernandez. Melanie Kellogg.
That's not Melanie Kellogg.
Oh, that's I got to go. Bonnie Riley, John Spreet, Melanie Kellogg, and the angry statistician.
Look at him smiling. He's
Mike Trussell. Hey, on a personal, Mike Trussell and I have been working since day one, 1996. Mike Trussell's a good egg.
He's a teacher. He's got to be a good egg.
Yeah, Steve Biff Dolan right there. Biff does a good job.
Don't forget Biff spelled backwards is fifth.
But thank you to all the stage managers.
Hey.
They run and get Mark Sweeney's coffee.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
We are just the robots. They do all the work.
They get Pomeranz's extra sandwich.
Yeah, they cut the crust off of Mark Sweeney's peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, really? We know the truth about that one.
Michael Reed, with only 1 at bat this year, a hit, and now singled in the 3rd inning, so he's hitting a perfect 1,000, 2 for 2.
Good time to retire.
Good call. Now the shadows having no effect right now. The whole field is shadowed as Mark Sweeney. There you go. The proof is in the pudding.
There it is. You can tell all your friends I hit 1,000 in the big leagues.
Sorry about it.
League was easy.
How many at-bats before you got your first big league hit? Can you remember?
Yes, it was 4.
Really?
Yes.
Single the first hit?
Single for my first hit.
Off of who?
Jamie Navarro.
That's a good one.
Who's your first strikeout?
Dwayne Walker.
Fastball?
Cincinnati Reds. I think it was Dwayne Walker. Yeah, he was also my first home run, too.
Same game?
I gave up 2 runs before I got an out.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, of course not.
Give. That's kind of the story of your life, isn't it? So 3-2 to Reed. 1 out. Bases empty here in the 5th, and the Padres with a 3-0 advantage.
I'm guessing Ian Kenny's going to challenge him with a heater right here. A well-located fastball down and away.
Strike 3 call. Caught the outside corner with the fastball. 7 strikeouts for Kennedy. How about a Cholula flamethrower? What do we have today?
Well, with Ian Kennedy on the hill for the Padres. We know that Ian Kennedy tops out about, 94?
Wow, that's nice.
What is that, Mark Sweeney?
That's hot sauce. And listen, the last game at home, I got to find a fish taco. Do you know where I can find one, Dick?
Yeah, there's one out there in left field, I think, somewhere at stand, isn't there?
Top level.
See, they're taking a third strike. Michael Reed's average just dropped 333 points.
I told them.
Should have quit while you were ahead.
Rivera struck out the first time. So with 7 strikeouts by Kennedy, the Padre pitching staff this year is struck out more hitters than any in San Diego history. Both the starters and the overall staff far and away more punch-outs than any club in the 47 seasons of San Diego baseball.
Is that Wago G in the middle there? James Shields? He's a piece of work, isn't he? He's fun to be around, man.
He could rock some tank tops, huh?
Oh, can he?
Oh, yeah. Interesting look. Rumor has it we might all wear those instead of these polo shirts we're using now. We all go tank top next year in the hot days.
Yes.
I'm all for it. I think Ian Kenny got squeezed on that last pitch.
Got to get to the gym.
As long as we don't go on camera, I'm fine with that.
Hard to get those pocket squares in those tank tops. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kennedy strikes out the side. 8 in the game. We're at the halfway mark of this one. 4.5 in the books as Kennedy gets Maldonado. See you later, Michael Reed. And Yadiel Rivera. Welcome to the big leagues. 8 strikeouts for Ian Kennedy.
Nothing. Hey, we want to thank some other people. Utilities. These guys are working. Look at the pulling cable, plugging stuff in, taking it away, and packing it away. Brandon Baxley, Brandon Burnworth, Mark Burris, Enrique Cobos, Lynn Hall, Cameron Kennedy, Brandon Lilly, Bree Marshall, Victor Swersh, Matty Trujillo. They do a great job. They love their work. It shows. We appreciate it greatly.
Boy, the controller for Fox Sports San Diego has a big job with this employee list, huh?
Yeah.
Jed Jerko, then Wallace and Upton for the Padres against Loesch in the bottom of the 5th. Jerko has grounded sharply to short and popped to first. '89 on the fastball. Loesch was valued free agent a couple of years ago and attracted big dollars, but something's gone wrong this year to finally wind up in the bullpen. Looks like his fastball isn't quite as high velocity as in the past.
Yeah, typically he used to pitch at 92, 93 with that sinking action, but without that fastball, and the difference between that and the secondary stuff really isn't that great, and he hasn't been very good locating the pitches, especially early in the season. That brought him to the bullpen.
Shot foul.
Yeah, that's making an adjustment because the last 4 years, starting from 2011 through 14, he was making 30, 33 starts, 32 starts. 31. He was once every fifth day. He was getting that rock to start. So an adjustment for Kyle Loesch out of the bullpen.
5 wins, 13 losses this year, and an ERA just under 6. Full count.
Loesch has had quite a career. Going into this year, 142 wins.
And a walk. Padres getting the leadoff walks. This is the third time today that the leadoff man free ticket. Well, up in San Francisco today, Tim Hudson, the veteran right-hander of the Giants, pitching his final game. He's retiring at the end of the year, and Bruce Bochy takes him out early innings, and a standing ovation for Hudson. It's a nice way to bow out of this great game.
222 career wins for Tim Hudson, and an amazing career. And the respect that he has, not only with his peers, but also who went to battle against Tim Hudson. Everyone knew he did it the right way. A dominating right-hander, and made his first start at Qualcomm.
I was just going to mention that I remember that night. We did that game, and watching Tim Hudson start to finish, quite a run.
I tell you what, too, the classy thing, Bruce Bochy went out there, had a discussion with him before, and really energized the fans. And it's a classy move by the skipper up there to give him the just due, and San Francisco fans did the rest.
All the Giants players up the top step of the dugout applauding him. Big hugs. Wallace is lined out and walked. And that could be 2. Into the shift. 4-6-3. And a double play for the Brewers. So 2 outs to Melvin Upton Jr. Well, the shift twice has taken hits away from Padre batters today. And both times it was Wallace. He lined to second. That would have been a clean single to center field the last time. And now the double play. Actually, it's 4-5-3 as the third baseman Perez playing the shortstop position in the shift. Upton is struck out. And a good play made by right fielder Reed on his sinking line drive the last time. October 1st, 2015.
Doesn't seem like it, does it? October 1st. You kidding me?
Something about that calendar. Just those pages got flipping faster and faster.
That's another thing. The baseball season should end in September. It should not. The regular season should not go into October, even though it's only 4 days or 3 days, whatever. 4 days.
Foul tip, 1-2.
Yeah, because you think about the playoffs, it really takes you through that whole month and into November.
Yeah, it should not end in November.
No.
Just like, can you believe hockey season's about to begin?
Drop the puck.
Go Hawks.
Line drive under the glove of Rivera, and Melvin Upton has a base hit. Let's check our National University standings. Padres here leading 3-0. Upton with a 2-out single. The playoff picture in the National League. Yellow represents you're in the playoffs. The Mets, how about the Cardinals, 100 wins. And the Dodgers, we're going to see them on the weekend. We'll see how serious they are about playing the Padres in the final 3. And Pittsburgh and Chicago, the only mystery there is Will it be the Pirates home field or the Cubs at Wrigley in that one game to continue on?
Yeah, it's exciting for the National League, but I tell you what, the Pittsburgh and Chicago game,
that's going to be.
I don't care where you play that; those fans are going to be going crazy, and that's a great matchup.
How about the Cardinals taking 100 wins to win the division? Right?
Yeah, the division was outstanding.
That's unbelievable.
Derek Norris, a single and a walk, scored a run. Dodgers beat the Giants today 3-2. The Cubs beat Cincinnati, 12 straight losses for the Reds. Cubs 5-3 over the Reds. Mets were shut out by Philadelphia. Runner goes. The throw not nearly in time as Melvin Upton able to pilfer his 9th base of the year.
Well, you know what? I'm wondering if he catches him on that back arm. You watch the second bases, Jeanette, and you can see him just applying the tag on his back.
Oh, yeah, he's out.
And he immediately signaled towards the dugout. And Craig Counsell is going to challenge this play.
The counselor says, I object, Your Honor. Objection sustained. He'll go to the earmuffs.
It appeared that he had the base stolen cleanly, but the feet didn't get to the bag before that left shoulder got in the way of the tag.
Yeah, you think about the importance of the throw, and if it's on that second base side, it gives those middle infielders the option to let it travel just a little bit. Jeanette does a nice job applying the tag on the back of Upton.
That's too obvious. It shouldn't take too long. And if overruled, that'll be the inning for the Padres, the 5th. Well, it gives us a chance to flip through the history book on this date, October 1st. Significantly, in 1961, October 1st, Yankee Stadium, Phil Rizzuto made the call. Roger Maris hit home run number 61. Wow. Off Tracy Stallard of the Boston Red Sox. He is indeed out. Overruled. 5th inning of the books. And after 5 at Petco, the Padres have a 3-0 lead.
Thanks to the PAs. If you're in the TV business and you hear the word the letters PA, stands for production assistants. These people do a great job. They do a lot of hard work. Savannah Boone, Tony Craig, Billy Checo, Alexis Eder, Joe Eberhard, Eileen Hook, Tawny Luna, Mary Kate McLean, Jessica Madres, Taylor Quellman, Ryan Roberts, Ben Salton, Sophia Cycley, Corrine Smith, Ryan Sturton, Dugan Terre, Charlie Viramontes and Julia Walter, they do everything. They edit all the video for pre and post. I mean, they'll run and do stuff to, they'll run errands.
Yeah, they're incredible. They
Mark,
do so much tirelessly working, and great people. And our producers definitely lay the hammer on them. Go get back to work. They're going to start yelling at them. They'll probably text them. But they are a great group, and thank you very
Tawny,
much.
Right there. It's hidden. You do a great job.
Well, that's the entree to this great profession. A PA or intern, and you start doing the gopher work. Shane Peterson is the pinch hitter, and he drives one very deep to center field, and that ball is well out of the ballpark as Peterson has made it a 3-1 game. As Kennedy gives up his first run, it's a home run, the 31st of the season off Ian Kennedy. Boy, that ball sailed deep over the center field fence.
2-0 pinch hit. Shane Peterson. Check out the location. Peterson got extended.
Yeah, and you can see elevated just a little bit, but Peterson's done a nice job against the Padres. He's had some spot starts, and that pinch hitting traveled well to center field.
Hard to believe with that kind of power display. He's only hit 2 home runs all year, his second. Ground ball up the middle, and Jeanette follows the home run with his second hit. Both singles to center field. Well, it was in the 6th inning last night that the Brewers attacked Andrew Kastner. It was a scoreless game, and they put together 5 hits for 5 runs on their way to a 5-0 win. 85 pitches for Ian Kennedy at this point. Tying run comes to the plate.
Well, Derek Norris goes out there for a meeting with Ian Kennedy, and Padre bullpen starts stirring up a little bit. 85 pitches on Ian Kennedy's day today. Marcus Mateo, Mark Zepchinski, double barrel.
See, 2 marks in the bullpen, 2 marks in the booth here.
Sorry.
On the outside corner.
I do want to thank you guys for letting me invade just a little bit. It's been a lot of fun.
Come on, you're always welcome.
This is a lot of fun being around here. I don't like when you guys touch me.
Thanks for joining us.
But you're implying that we touch you.
You did the other day. I had to get after it. I do. I have a lot of fun.
Yeah, sensitive.
And congratulations, Professor. What a great year it was.
Oh, it was a fabulous season.
For us to be back here in your honor that you had the Hall of Fame, that was outstanding. I don't know what to say about you.
Just tell him that he can be that animal that sleeps 24 and
25 hours.
25-hour
koala.
day.
The 23-hour sleeping and
by the way,
2
koalas
hours
are not
eating.
bears. It's just a koala.
They also
and
hang
they
on
eat
trees.
eucalyptus. They sleep.
They eat bamboo too.
Do they? I think they get caught in their teeth and they don't like it.
It's not good.
I guess I'm thinking pandas are the bamboo eaters. That's correct. And pandas are at the San Diego Zoo too.
They sure are.
I'd like to be a panda.
Ling Ling.
Yeah. Seems like everybody loves pandas. Huh?
And giraffes.
And giraffes. That'd be an interesting combination. You put those two together in the breeding pen. Wonder what you'd get. Black and white giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
But all seriousness, it's one of the highlights of this great city of ours, San Diego. And everyone who comes here, they go to the zoo and say, there can't be a better zoo than ours. Oh, ball gets away from Norris. And he better hustle because, putting on the brakes finally, Jeanette. He was going to continue to run until Norris picked up the ball. Things starting to crumble here in the 6th inning with the Padres leading 3-1.
This ball gets through the wickets and off the right, looks like the right inside leg of Derek Norris all the way back to the on-deck circle. And that's what you want to do as a base runner. You can always take that aggressive turnaround second base and put on the brakes.
Rolled a wild pitch. Still no one out here in the 6th. Just over our heads. Perez smashed one hopper at second baseman Spanshenberg into a double play in the first inning and singled to right field his last time. Looks like Spike Lee's at the game today. Good to have him aboard. Swing and a miss at the changeup, and down goes Perez. 9 strikeouts for Kennedy. And our game today presented in HD by Sony. Jason Rogers struck out, and it was his foul fly that Jankowski jackknifed over the low barrier in right field to snare the last time.
By the way, Professor, we're talking about tank tops and pocket squares.
Yeah.
Got a tweet from a big Padre fan. They said that the pocket square comment and the tank top made me blow an adult beverage out my nose.
Cha-ching.
Maybe we ought to just take this comedy act on the road, you know. We could get, I know the perfect MC for us. We got him right
Pomerantz.
here. Pomerantz, of course.
He's the best.
He should have his own network game show.
That guy's unbelievable.
He can wear a tux with the best of them.
Yeah, he's a handsome dude when he puts on that outfit. And Chris Button, we'll see whether or not she's going to want to come on the tour, be part of the entourage. She's going to make an announcement in the 7th inning.
She could be like the Shirley MacLaine of the Brat Pack, or the Rat Pack.
Or maybe, you know, like in boxing when they bring in the round, the person that comes around the ring and says, I won, pick the stick.
Paint. Okay, the pitch count getting up there. So it's all about hitting your spots rather than trying a little harder, try a little easier, because if you try to overthrow, you might miss your spot. It leaks over the heart of the plate. Bang. Tie score. So this is where a pitcher really has to be smart. Ian Kenny's been around the block many, many times in this situation. It's all about location right here.
And he's throwing a lot of changeups too, which you're wondering if he's going to go that or that high fastball.
He's done pretty well at down and away today.
And that's a changeup in the dirt. Full count now to Rogers.
Love the stirrups, by the way. I love the stripes. That's going old school. Love it, love it, love it.
That is old school, and I do like the look. Maybe that's because that's what we grew up with. That's how the big leaguers of our time tried to emulate them. That's how they wore their baseball pants. Well, tomorrow night, first of 3 here on Fox Sports San Diego in Los Angeles. The Padres open the season in LA. They close it out. And then next year, they'll open the season against the Dodgers here at Petco. And it'll be Casey Kelly on the mound against Alex Wood of the Dodgers. We'll be on the air at 6:30.
I'm looking forward to Casey Kelly getting that start.
That's good. Delayed call by Carlos Torres, and that's 10 strikeouts for Ian Kennedy. Well, let's go to our top Padre moments this season, brought to you by Geico. This is number 4. In New York, in the heavy rain, Justin Upton, a 3-run homer after a 2-hour rain delay, and the Padres took 2 out of 3 from the Metropolitans on that big swing. And at the time, we left New York thinking, oh, will the Mets ever recover from that? And they sure did.
Yeah, they went through a different spell after that game. But I thought the Padres were really going to gain momentum with that. As you guys alluded to earlier, that road trip really was one of those emotional highs. And then after they came back home, emotional low.
I thought that would be our number 1 memory of the San Diego season. That was mine. We've got 2 more left. Well, 3 more. That's a third. Are we not going to have 3 in Los Angeles, just Friday and Saturday? Mr. Producer, talk to me in my ear. Well, that was number 3. How can we have 3 more? Oh, that was number 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm following the Mark Grant book of mathematics here today. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 11 strikeouts. Kennedy struck out the side in the 5th, and he gives up a home run and a single, but he strikes out the side again here in the 6th inning, and a total of 11 in the game. By Saquon Casino. Play, win together in the heart of San Diego. And by Mercury Insurance. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com today and see how much you could save. The Blue Angels kicking off action from Petco Park as the flyover before the first pitch. How magnificent is that?
I love the flyovers.
You know what's amazing at that is how straight they were in formation. I mean, they were spot on.
Wingtip to wingtip, and there's no room for error there.
How do you practice that?
Good call. Carefully. Well, they're the best. That's why they're in that Blue Angel Corps. Cesar Jimenez in the 6th inning for the Brewers. His 19th appearance. Norris Kennedy, if he is hitting, we'll see. There's a pinch hitter, Rocky Gale, on deck, so I guess Kennedy's day is done. And then Jankowski. Quite an afternoon of strikeout pitching for Ian Kennedy. One shy of his career high with 11 strikeouts. Didn't walk a man. In position to win his 9th game of the year. Norris, bloop single and a walk. Scored a run in the 4th.
You know what I wish? I mean, I respect the heck out of Derek Norris after watching what he's gone through all year. I wish I had the chance to hop inside his body and just what he feels like, his body physically and mentally as a catcher, just till you get a read. You know what I'm saying? You know, we sit here and we see him take foul tips. He has to swing the bat, just getting beat up, and just to feel what his body's feeling on October 1st after catching all those games and taking a beating back there behind home plate.
Most of us will take 2 weeks after a season, mentally and physically. I think he needs more than that.
How much time did you take off, Mark, after the season was over before you even touched the bat or baseball activities?
Honestly, I didn't have the wear and tear. It was more mentally that I was drained because trying to figure out scenarios as a bench player. But typically it's 2 weeks, and then you start getting edgy a little bit. Obviously, you have to get back and square one and understand that the family aspect comes into it, what you're going to do. But after that, you really start missing the grind. You start missing the everyday
it's in your
thing
blood.
That baseball has.
2-2 now to Norris. Fouled away, and we were, before you joined us, Mark and I were talking about, the season comes, and I think for that it's just not physical, but the emotional, mental part of a long season. As much as we love what we do, and we're privileged to be able to do it, just to be able to go off somewhere almost alone with family and just let life soak in, let it heal. And that's true, and we're no different than you fans watching. You feel the same way about your occupation, I'm sure.
Well, we grind with these guys, and when you're at a level like this, you understand it's about wins and losses, and it's really hard. And yes, we're grinding with them, but obviously physically they have to get right. Mentally, for us, it's get back and really want to miss it again. I think that's the benefit that we have.
And this is a very interesting development here today. Again, you don't see it very often. That's the 4th consecutive inning that the Padres leadoff man has walked, and twice they've come around to score. Rocky Gale will be the pinch hitter for Kennedy. Yeah, Rocky with his first major league start as a catcher last night, and here's his first major league hit.
Well, it's engraved in his mind now. And when he gets to first base, he comes back. There goes the ball. A switcheroo happens by Alonzo Powell, but then the smiles and just the reflection of how hard it's taken and how much work it's taken to get to this level and get those opportunities. And congratulations to Rocky Gale.
Yeah, he's labored in the minor leagues for over 6 seasons, 414 minor league games, finally gets to start in the big leagues and delivers his first major league hit. Nice scenario. Right side trying to find the hole. Jeanette does a good job of closing it and getting the force on Norris. Gale safe, one away on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Travis Jankowski, and our closed captioning brought to you by Wiener Schnitzel.
Nice.
You know, it fits Oktoberfest, you know.
Perfect.
This is Wiener Schnitzel, Oktoberfest. Yeah. It all fits. I really thought that our crew, you know, because we supported so heartily the sponsorship of Wiener Schnitzel, that they'd bring some up here for us on our last home game. Because we know we're going to go up to L.A. and you know what's going to be consumed up there.
Crushing the Dodger Dogs.
Really?
I'm good for a 3-game series. I'm good for 6 or 7.
Wow. So you're going to sleep on Monday?
Probably.
Ground ball left side, could be another 2 for Milwaukee. 6-4-3, and even with Jankowski's speed, the Brewers turn it over. And Pat Murphy taking a long look at Jankowski. Jankowski indicates that he was out. And Dave Roberts already getting confirmation of that. Inning over, 3-1 the score. Now hold on, don't go yet. Oh, then maybe they are going to challenge.
Well, he was scooting down that line. We know that Travis Jankowski can really, I mean, he's a greyhound.
And Pat Murphy is going to challenge. Let's take a look at it ourselves. What do you think, gents?
From my vantage point here, I thought he was safe.
Pretty tough to double Jankowski with his speed.
Tough to tell there.
Bang, bang.
Hey, not really a long stretch from Rogers, huh?
And that's the difference.
It's hard to say. The ball, no, yeah, it wasn't quite into the
that's
pocket.
Right. I think he's safe.
I agree.
Ball is right there. One more, maybe.
You can chip in here, Mark Sweeney. What do you think?
How about the guys in the Padre locker room, getting it that challenge very quickly. You saw Dave Roberts motion.
Safe.
I got him safe too.
Yeah, he's safe right there. Yeah, ball's not in the back of the glove yet. Yeah.
Even our producer Max Michalak, who slept the last 3 innings, he just said in my ear that he thought he was safe. He's trying to contemplate.
Have we thanked Max yet? Have we thanked Max yet for all the stuff that he's done?
See, he's going to wait until the final. That'll be the final with the fanfare, trumpets blaring, drums rolling.
I wanted to thank him before we started.
Thank him that he's
getting harsh with him.
That he's leaving town, you mean? He's off to do football, is Chris Budden.
Once again, I think this is a no-brainer. What's taking so long?
I must say, that line I draw down the middle of the pros and cons, guess what the review process is on. My piece of paper is definitely in the con.
Well, there it is, right there. He's on the bag.
Day.
He's on the bag. It's zoomed in. You can see it. And you made a good point, Mark. Rogers very lackadaisical with that stretch.
Yeah. He should be outstretched. I mean, full extension.
Say, that'd be something. We ought to next year have someone in New York, at least for a series, in that room to see what's going on. Now, maybe there are 3 other plays being reviewed right now, and they're busy with something else. Or the donuts may have arrived or whatever, but I mean, it just because it's inexplicable why this is taking so much time.
I don't understand it. And I'll be the first one to say if they come up with an explanation why it takes so long. Oh, okay, I get it, but I haven't heard that yet.
Yes.
And again, when they're done, there should be a microphone on someone to explain what was seen, what was and why they called it, or if they overruled it, or even just say the play stands as called out, or it's overruled because.
Maybe somebody's signing for the takeout in New York, and they got to get back to the.
It's some great restaurants in New York.
Oh, you think?
But no one goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
This is unbelievable.
Well, in case you're joining us while we have this incredible delay, Padres got 2 in the 3rd on Jan Solarte's home run. Added another on an RBI single by Spangenberg in the 4th inning to make it 3-0. And then pinch hitter Shane Peterson homered in the 6th for the Brewers' only run off Ian Kennedy.
Brutal call. Brutal. You missed it. New York, you missed it.
And what did they see that we didn't see?
Unbelievable.
My, oh my. Button. Chris?
Hey, Dick. Well, I wanted to make a little announcement for you guys. This will be my last game with the Padres because this weekend I will go off to my football duties. And then after that, my husband and I will be moving to Los Angeles. My husband has always been so supportive in my career, and he left his family and friends and his career in Tennessee to follow me here. And he has gotten an incredible opportunity for his career. He's a tennis coach and has gotten a job as the assistant women's coach at Pepperdine. So go Waves. So we will be moving up to LA. I'll still continue to be with the Fox family and do my football work and still be doing stuff with the Aztecs. But this hopefully will not be the last time you guys see me. Would love to come down and pitch in next year when I can. But there's no crying in baseball, right, Dick? That's what you told me before your Hall of Fame speech. But it's been an honor for this last 2 seasons to share a broadcast with you. And Mark, whoever takes my place next year gets to sit next to you on a plane. You're one of the joyous people I've ever met. To Mike Pomerantz and Mark Sweeney, who are like my brothers, and the rest of our production crew, all of our producers, directors, PAs. This has been a wonderful, wonderful last 2 years for me. And to thank you to all the Padres fans who took in a Southern girl and let her come to Southern California. I've really been blessed, so thank you.
Chris, we are blessed to have had you. We watch you grow as a professional in these 2 years. I mean, you can handle the guys and their bantering, and you're certainly a key member of this team. We're going to miss you. It's our loss indeed, and please do come back.
Chris, I can't say enough about you. You know, of all the sideline reporters we have had, by far, I think, hands down, you are the hardest working. For a woman to be in this sport, it's very tough, and no pun intended, but you get a strike against you, I think. No, I'm serious, and you know that. Yeah. But you do a great job. You study, you get down there, you talk to the guys, you talk to the coaches, and we are very, very lucky to have you. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you on the charters.
Well, thank you.
Having those Uncrustables, and how many I can eat in like 3 minutes.
Oh, there's video proof of that. Or how long it can take you to eat one. I would be remiss without saying thank you to the Padres players who have also made me feel like family. And I'm going to toss it back to you guys before I do the ugly cry.
We're going to miss you, Chris.
You really have been a terrific addition to our team. Bunt, and that'll be a base hit for Maldonado. Boy, that's a surprise bunt by the bulky catcher for an infield hit off Sean Kelly. Kelly struck out Santana to open the 7th.
Well, when you've got some movement, some two-seam movement, whether it's the breaking ball or the two-seamer, you get a lot of toppers. We've seen Yangervis Solarte make that, but as he's guarding the line, he's got a long way to go for this. When he tries to position himself, the bare hand, more times than not, he finds the handle.
Yeah, he's made that play time and time again.
Yes, he's done a fine job making that play.
Element of surprise from Maldonado, so that brings the tying run to the plate against Kelly. Michael Reed. Reed singled and struck out.
Enter Sean Kelly for his 52nd game. Remember the other night they had the trainer go out and look at him when he had that issue where he kind of.
Yeah. What was that all about?
I talked to Sean the next day and he said he was fine. He just kind of trying to loosen up his arm a little bit, and they saw him doing that with his wrist, his hand, his elbow, and that's what kind of threw up a red flag. They went out. Everything was A-OK, and that was good news. Sean's arm is feeling fine.
Reed fouls that back. 1-2 the count. Just a footnote on Chris Button. I grew up in this business where rarely did you see a woman at a sports event. My wife Barbara was one of the first camera women in studio back in WMAQ in Chicago. It was an all man's world, and very reluctantly did the business accept the talent of women, and they've really brightened up the entire operation. I mean, Chris Button brings to our telecast more than most men would ever think of bringing.
She's very qualified to do the job she's doing.
She's a pro. She's a professional.
No doubt about it. And you talk about, folks, when Chris gives her reports, we have a conference call every morning at 10 o'clock. We go over what the agenda is going to be, what the producers are going to go over, and Dick's ideas and my ideas for pre. And Chris, she is just she's just one of those that's always wanting to go do stuff and find stuff out to make the show work and be better. She works tirelessly at her job, and like Dick said, we're just very blessed to have her.
You know, the real commendation, and as a professor, I give her A+. I mean, she gets a top A. Is the fact that in a man's world, that clubhouse of Padre players, you know, if you're not good, they can really be tough on you, rough on you. Yeah. I mean, ugly rough. Yeah. And you win their respect or you don't. She won the respect of everyone in that clubhouse, and that's what made her such a valuable addition to our team. Gonna miss you.
We love you.
Yadiel Rivera has struck out both times. Reed has punched out the last 2 times. Goodness. Kennedy has struck out 11, and now Kelly comes in to punch out 2.
And one of the most coolest things about Chris, her husband Mario. Yeah. What a good egg he is.
What a nice job, huh?
Oh, he traveled on the road a couple times, and we hung out after games and talked ball. We talked tennis, and just a prince of a guy. So Chris is very lucky from that standpoint, having a great husband as well.
And how about working at Pepperdine University?
Yes.
I mean, talk about a resort university. I mean, high academic standards, but you know, the first time I went by Pepperdine, I said, how does anyone study here? How do you ever get any kids in the library? Malibu, California. Hello. Line drive, right field. Jankowski has a beat on it. Oh, he just has a long enough arm to drag that one down. Almost sailed over his head. But that's it. Top of the 7th for the Brewers. The Padres leading 3-1. Singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game for 2015. And let's go to our fan, Diego. Fans of the game.
I think it's only appropriate, right, Dick, in this town that we live in, San Diego, and the Marines enjoying a big league ball game. We thank the men and women in our armed forces. And great looking uni right there. Best looking uniform in the whole wide world.
Back out on the mound, Cesar Jimenez as the Padres bat in the 7th. Top of the order. Amarista, who replaced Will Myers. Myers out if you're just joining us with aggravating that left wrist of his. And Amarista jumped in, and the 4th inning walked his only at bat. Spangenberg and Solarte with 2 hits each to follow. Solarte's 2-run home run, the difference in the game. Still some mystery around that American League East, and the Yankees lead Boston 2-1 late innings. Dodgers beat the Giants 3-2. Cubs over Cincinnati 5-3. Colorado plays Arizona tonight. Yeah, it's in there. Strike three. Amarista card looking.
Well, some more thank yous to the people at Fox Sports San Diego that make our world go around. Producers: Jason Lewis, Stephen Rose, Tyler Sellers, Jacob Santos. That's a nice foursome right there. And a guy who I truly love. I love this man, Michael Odino, our director. I'll tell you what, man, we've got the best in the business. I say that from my heart. Love Michael Odino and the guys in that truck. Professor, what do you think?
Well, you didn't mention the producer of today's game.
We got it. We're getting.
Oh, he
to that.
wants a little special spotlight, does he?
Okay.
Well, it's not good. You know, he doesn't want to be with the rest of the producers. We're getting some coaching in our ear here, right?
But no, those guys. Gosh, I love those guys. It's so much fun. There's Tyler. He's a good egg, Tyler Sellers. Works hard.
Fox Sports San Diego buys them by the dozen, those good eggs.
They are always doing something down there.
Hey, look, he's got us right there on the monitor. He's
checking
us out.
They've got the eye on us now. We got Stephen Rosebud. Where's Rosebud? All right, we're going to wait till.
Are you now going to direct the show, are you? I mean,
okay, ready for. Tommy Canola, ready for. Take four. There you go. Nice.
1-2. Hi to Spanshenberg, who is a perfect day going. 2 singles and a walk. Scored a run, knocked in one. So he's
ready for
having this great September and hiking up his batting average to 272. Hit well to left center field. That's Santana racing and making the sliding catch. Replace your divot.
Replay to X. Stephen Rose right there. Rosebud. And look at Mike Pomeranz holding court.
Yeah,
he's talking to his people. My people.
He's got to be executive something, right? Executive something is Pomeranz.
Executive. I don't want to go there.
No.
It was a couple of initials.
No. Batting right-handed for the first time. Solarte, a single, a 2-run homer, and a flyout. Left-handed. Low and away. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to thank our executive producer. Oh, I just got word it is coming up. But somebody has to pick the talent and pick the people. And I'd say talent universally, not just the people behind the microphones. And his ability to be able to select, especially the young people that are so incredibly gifted, to add to a team to make them better, just as a baseball organization tries to add players to make them better as they go for the big prize. He has an incredible talent for selecting the best. High pop fly center field. Santana has the final out in the 7th. To the 8th we go with the Padres in front by 2.
In the top of the 8th inning, and Mark and I, as always, are going to be working on the post-game show for you, brought to you by Cox Communications. But you've been hearing our talk about our crew and how wonderful all the people are behind the scenes throughout this entire ball game. Let us introduce you to some of the other folks you haven't had a chance to see yet. Aside from the clowns, Mark and myself, who are in the front of this thing, the people behind us do all the heavy lifting, and we can't thank them enough for the grind that they endure and the effort they put forth every single day. In my experience, 20-something plus years in this business, the best crew I have ever worked with, and I cannot thank them enough, and I know you feel the same way.
Yeah, not only on air, but we have a lot of fun off air, and everyone, you see Darren there running the jib, so many guys and so talent around here, and we are very privileged, not only being on air talent, but behind the scenes, they are phenomenal, and we thank them very much.
We've been very fortunate that many of them have, for whatever reason, chosen to stay with us since we've been here in 2012. So, gang, behind the scenes, thank you all so much. For those of you at home, thank you so much for not only tolerating us, but for encouraging this staff along the way to keep up the great work. They've done a wonderful job. We'll see you in a post-game show. We'll get you the update on Will Myers' wrist injury. Goes without saying. You'll hear from Pat Murphy, and we'll get you set for the Dodgers. But really, we're out here tonight to just tell everybody at home, thank you for supporting what we do. Thank you for supporting the Padres, and thank you to our wonderful crew. Dick and Mark.
All right. Thank you, Mike and Mark. And we thank our audience for our indulgence. And it is a mutual admiration society. And we're all friends. We're all part of a team. And, yeah, there's just nobody that crosses a line and becomes the enemy. That we're all friends. We like each other. And that makes it
enjoyable to come to work every day.
Yeah, great chemistry. We can kid each other. We can hug each other. We're humans too, you know, Mark.
Oh, we've got feelings.
Yeah. Logan Schaefer against Joaquin Benoit as we go to the 8th inning. One and two to Schaefer, who started the last 2 games in center field. Had that triple last night when Justin Upton crashed into the barrier. Went 1 for 4 last evening and 0 for 3 in game 1.
How beautiful is that? Huh?
That's a painting. Three hopper to the second baseman Spangenberg.
Well, some other people to thank that are very instrumental and integral part of Fox Sports San Diego. One of my good friends who I've grown to love very much over the years. He does a great job, not only in baseball, but football and other sports. Our senior producer, Max Michalak. Boy, if you people could just hear what he says in my ear during a game.
No, they don't want to hear that.
Director of Operations, Kim Playcheck, does a great job. And Gina McGovern, who's operations assistant as well. And then the guys you were talking about as far as making some big decisions. Executive producer, Jeff Bile. Just a pleasure to be around. A great guy, great, well-respected man in the business. And Henry Ford, who's our senior vice president and GM. Henry and Jeff are always working together to try to make things work smoothly at Fox Sports San Diego, and they do a bang-up job. The best in the business, and we are so fortunate to have them here in San Diego.
You know what worries me? That they're so good that they won't stay. And we can't lose our leadership.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have them. So thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, everyone.
Scooter Gennett, a couple of singles and 3 at-bats, has 2 of the 6 Milwaukee base hits. Benoit gets Schaefer on the ground out. And a pop-up off the bat of Gennett. Middle of the diamond, Solarte from third. 2 away. Hernan Perez has grounded into a double play, singled, and struck out.
Hey, and how about a hearty thanks to all the Friar faithful who have coming out for 81 games here at Petco Park.
Yes.
Supporting this team and through thick and thin.
Yeah, it reminds me of I just received the Indiana University Alumni Magazine where I did my graduate work. And they had a picture from 1959 when I was there as a graduate student in the old field house.
Right.
And all the tables set up for fall registration. You know, you went for your classes, you lined up and you tried to, sort out. Today it's all done by the internet, but then you had to wait in line, and I can't get that professor at that time. I need it. And you tried to work out your schedule. Well, anyway, as a graduate assistant, I sat with one of my favorite professors, Richard Yoakum was his name, and we were we had all our material ready. They're going to open the doors, and the kids are going to flood in. Of course, they're racing to get to the one class they had to have. They open the doors, they come in, and Professor Yoakum stood up and started applauding. And I said, "What's that all about?" He said, "What if they didn't come back?"
Huh?
Yeah.
It's
like the fans. What if they didn't show up?
That's right. Good call.
2 away here in the 8th inning. 2-strike pitch. And a base hit to center. That Perez swings the bat pretty well, doesn't it? This is he had 3 hits last night. So that's 5 hits in 2 games.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Good read. I like that. That was a nice understated read, but you didn't hurry through it.
Thanks.
You kind of felt the words today.
So what grade you giving me?
I kid around, but you're in my front row. You're going to get an A. You're going to get an A for the semester. There's no question about that. You've been an inspiration to all those that are hiding in the back row back here.
Right.
That's where you probably did sit until you got in my class. Jason Rogers, the hitter, he is struck out twice and fouled out to Jankowski, who pinwheeled over the barrier to make a catch. 3-1 the score. Tying run at the plate now for the Brewers. Rogers, who in 147 at bats has 4 homers. Off first. Wallace will watch that fall into the crowd along with Norris. Back a couple of rows. That lady behind the gentleman with the ball said, "I almost had it. I read my glove." Watch out. One of our monitors just went flying. Hopefully no one down below who were able to fish it back. One ball, 2 strikes. No pitch. Time had been called by the hitter Rogers. Two outs here in the 8th. Padres hanging on to a 3-1 lead. 2-run homer Solarte and an RBI single Spangenberg for the 2 runs. Pinch homer by Shane Peterson accounting for the Brewers score.
Well, the pitch that he threw before the time was a changeup. Let's see if he goes right back to the changeup. Yep.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another Padre pitcher strikeout. That's 14 in the game. Jack in the Box. Taste the home style Ranch Chicken Club today. And by Petco. What we feed them matters. From the beautiful Coronado Bridge, a view back into the city. Oh my. Jet Jerko. And Brett Wallace and Melvin Upton Jr. here in the bottom of the 8th inning against Jonathan Barrios.
Well, time for the Padres to hopefully get some insurance, leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th before they go out for the top half of the 9th. Talked about some young arms in that Brewers rotation and young arms in the bullpen. Barrios being one of them. Doing a job on the lefties there at 143, righties 333.
Fastball. That buzzed the tower at 94.
Yeah, he's got a live arm. 3-pitch pitcher, fastball. We just saw the slider and also a changeup.
Jerko grounded to short. Good play made in the hole by young Rivera. Popped up and walked today. Ooh, 96. Greg Kimbrell with the Padres leading 3-1. Just got a piece of that. Oh, that one got Maldonado.
He's been getting beat up all day.
And that one hit him in a very tender place.
Well, we hope Martin Maldonado is okay as they're taking a look. And while we have a minute, oh man, hate to see that. Promised earlier in the game, talked about the Data Strong fan photo of the game. Tweet your strongest fan photo. Hashtag SD Data Strong fan. Chance to be featured in a game. Richard at SD Pastor Rich. Thank you very much.
So they attend to the catcher Maldonado. Not much you can do for that foul tip except hope the pain goes away. Hazards of the trade. Maldonado catching all 3 games of the series because of Jonathan Lucroy, who's had concussive symptoms. Been able to pinch hit but not play defensively. Maldonado stays in. One ball, 2 strikes on Jerko.
So you want to be a catcher, huh, Dick?
Yeah. Yeah, he's saying that's one that didn't get me. I had my share.
Yeah. Remember the day I signed up for Little League? My mom brought me to the school to sign up. My dad came home from work that night from the sporting goods store. Son, you're going to wear one of these no matter where you play.
The plastic protector the catchers wear, but well, when you get hit directly, that just doesn't prevent the pain. Soft fly ball back of the infield. The shortstop Rivera clutches the first out here in the 8th. And how about our Bill Howe plays of the game? Travis Jankowski. The throw and a big play this was, or Milwaukee would have taken a 1-0 lead.
He positioned himself perfectly, got in a good throwing position, straight line, straight strike. And then Dick, how about this one? He's got to worry about that wall over there.
Fighting the wall, and man. And then this one reaching back on the run to take an extra base hit away. A big game defensively for Jankowski. Brett Wallace
shift has denied him today after he walked the first time. 3 men on that right side. He lined one right over second base, but caught by the second baseman or the shortstop now playing there. Last time up, he drilled one hard, the second baseman, but he in turn, normal alignment, might have been a hit, but it becomes a double play. Only one man over there on the left side. Maybe Brett needs to try to hit it in that direction. He is a dead pull hitter. That's how they play him. Painter sky. Yellow almost forming a bird. Outline of a bird. One and two to Wallace. With Melvin Upton waiting his turn. And a swing and a miss at the changeup. Strike three. Two away. Upton has struck out. Good play made by right fielder Reed, diving to grab his sinking line drive, and then singled to left field in the fifth. Mid-July next year, the All-Star game and all that precedes it. We hope you're making plans to be a part of the All-Star party all of 2016.
That's going to be quite a week.
Can't wait. Have all of baseball's best coming here to San Diego and entertain us. Hit well to right center. Very well. Long run. Man, the catch made by Reed going away. He flirts with extra bases, Upton, but Reed denies. We go to the ninth. By Jan Solarte gave the Padres a 2-0 lead. Solarte with his 14th homer of the year. That was in the third. 2-0 San Diego. And then the Padres added on the next inning as Corey Spangenberg delivered a single. That brought home Derek Norris, who had walked to lead off the inning. And a 3-0 lead. Shane Peterson, a pinch hit home run for the Brewers run off starter Ian Kennedy in the sixth. Craig Kimbrell seeking his 39th save of the season.
And the numbers are just incredible. Entering his 61st game of the year. 58 in the third innings pitch, only 40 hits. How about the strikeouts? 85 strikeouts in 58 in a third innings pitch. There you see the splits. Below 200 from both sides of the plate. And Craig Kimbrell trying to rack up his 39th save of the year.
Padre pitching today with a strikeout avalanche of Brewers hitters. 14 coming into the inning. 16 is the most this year, and Kimbrel, of course, a strikeout pitcher. Might better that if he punches out the side. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Chris Davis, he has struck out twice and lined to short.
Yes, he did. Oh. Really? I thought he went. Dick, what do you think?
I don't think so.
Really?
That's a strike at 97. It's been a long dry spell for Ian Kennedy. He hasn't won a game since August 22nd, over a month.
Yeah, the Trojan needs a win.
He's got to win in the bank if Kimbrel can deposit 3 more outs. 2-1. And the impressive line for Kennedy: 6 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, no walks, and 11 strikeouts, 1 under his career high. Two and two.
Petrol, 97 octane coming at you from Craig Kimbrel.
Yeah, when you go to the fuel pumps, you got 3 choices.
Yeah.
You go over to that left button over on the far
It's
left,
got a
right?
Picture of him.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Go around. You know what? I'm gonna start doing that all around town, San Diego. Oh,
yes,
and then the knee buckler.
Oh my! Uncle Charlie visits. It's the 3rd time Davis has struck out. 15 punch-outs for the Padres. Well, pick the stick with just the Dodgers games to go. And the big winner today so far is Sweeney. Mark Sweeney had Solarte for 8 points. Grant 0 is at 333. And a Button with Spangenberg picks up 5 to close within 2. Going to go right down to the final game of the season.
Hey, Corey Spangenberg, the last week or so, he's racked up some points for some pick the stick players.
Don't act like that's shocking. That's good picking.
Oh, okay.
You and Allie Sturm going to collaborate, are you, while you're in your football assignment?
Oh yes, I'll be texting in my insights.
Hit to right field, a long run for Jankowski, but he makes it to the gap, and there's 2 away. Down to Martin Maldonado.
See, that's what's great about the at-bat app, MLB at-bat app. Chris Button, when she's out on assignment, she can check the app and see who she's got that night and check out what they're doing at the plate.
I really think she wants to win that.
I hope she does.
know more than you.
I hope
hey,
she does.
You won it last year. You're not greedy. Are you greedy?
No.
No, you're not.
Just happy to be here.
It would be nice to, in her farewell season with us as a teammate, for her to go with that prize possession. That breaking ball has Maldonado. Oh, that yellow's become fuchsia, huh?
Isn't that beautiful?
Depending on the monitor, it's red on one and fuchsia on the other, but take your pick. Whoa, high heat, 99. Through that one, 98. No attendance announced today, but those fans that came out on the afternoon finale of the season cheering right down to the final strike. Ball game, 16 strikeouts, matching the all-time record in the game by the pitching staff. The Padres say goodbye to Petco in 2015. with a win. The final, Padres 3, Brewers 1. And here's Mike Pomerantz.
Dick Mark, two of the best